Well, welcome back. We're at Lehigh Valley's Coca-Cola Park. Patrick Kinas, broadcaster for the Bulls, with a Bull from last year who's actually sitting in the Durham Bulls dugout right now, but he's with the other team. It's Michael Mercado from 2023 with the Bulls. First off, it's so great to see you. You're now with the Phillies organization here with Lehigh Valley. Talk about the trade that brought you to Philadelphia and what that's meant for you so far.
Gosh, it was a little bit unexpected, I'm not going to lie, but like hearing the news and then hearing that they're going to put me on the 40-man, that was huge. I got a lot of congratulations from friends, family, people with Tampa. Like the support was huge, and then just leading into spring training, everything, communication was very clear. I have nothing but good things to say about the Phillies so far.
How you haven't yet pitched against the Bulls in this series? You probably will, maybe even as early as tonight. Have you thought about what that will be like? Because you were drafted by the Rays in the second round. You've been with the Rays your entire career until now. What will that feel like, and how odd is it to see so many teammates this week in Allentown?
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of fun. I've thought about it. I really wanted to throw against the Rays in spring training, but never got that opportunity. But yeah, I mean, I think it's more fun than anything else. I think that's what I'm going to look at it as. Pitching in the past against friends that I had or guys that I knew, it was always just kind of fun.
What are the memories you have from the 2023 season in Durham? They came within one game of going out to Vegas and winning the International League Championship for a third straight year. When you think of last year, I know you don't probably do that very often right now, but what comes to mind for you?
I think me being in the bullpen, how many kind of veteran older guys that we had, and how much I learned about just pitching and guys' experiences, guys like Andrew Kittredge and Ryan Thompson, Jalen Beeks, Josh Fleming. I can name the whole bullpen, and guys that are still here, obviously. Guys like Sterner and Brigden are very good, and eventually I'm assuming they'll get their shot at the big league level. But it was so much fun. Durham is such a baseball city, and it's such a nice city. I had a couple of family and friends come out to visit and say how much they loved it. It's hard to put it all in one word, but it was just overall, one of the best baseball experiences I've had.
Yeah.
So
when we chatted last night, as you came onto the Durham Bulls bus to track me down for a couple of seconds, we talked a bit about your first major league camp experience, which was only a few weeks ago. You're on the 40-man roster. You went to big league camp. What was that like? What were your biggest learning curves and biggest advantages and takeaways?
Being in the locker room with guys like Harper is kind of crazy, and Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola. Everyone was very welcoming. All the staff were, provided their 2 cents, which I thought was super valuable. And I learned a lot, about, kind of how they see me, what roles, and, just kind of being confident in myself and knowing that I have the pitching abilities to pitch with the Phillies in the big leagues. So I think more than anything, it was just a huge confidence booster.
All right. 2 final questions for you. Sam Fuld is the general manager of the Philadelphia Phillies. Sam Fuld was a Durham Bull. What conversations have you had about Sam as the GM, and what kind of role he envisions for you if and when you're called to the big leagues for the first time this summer?
Yeah, I've talked with Sam here and there. Really, really awesome person in the couple conversations that we've had. I think they kind of see me as someone who can do everything a little bit, kind of like I was doing last year. I think that's one of the reasons why maybe the Phillies eyed me as someone that they wanted. Being able to go multiple innings out of the bullpen, potentially open a game, I'm ready for anything. So we'll see.
And when we saw you come to Durham, even last year, your role had changed within the organization. We weren't quite sure how the starting transition to relieving was going to work. In retrospect, is that one of the best moves you had in your career to accelerate your progress to the big leagues?
I think so far, yeah. I mean, I always say, because people ask me, what do you like more, starting or relieving? And I always say I like both of them for different reasons. Starting, it's really nice to have a routine, but relieving, I think my stuff as a whole plays better, and it can be a little bit more exciting to pitch in that time. But I think the move was great. I think potentially in the future I could go back to being a starter. I have the confidence now, and I think I'm a much better pitcher now than when I was starting even 2 years ago. But we'll see. So.
And then lastly, when you do face the Bulls this week in Allentown, is there one player you really either A, want to face, or B, don't want to face?
I want to face them all. Even if we won't talk about last night, but I mean, even if that happens to me, it'll still I still just want to see, because I think it's fun. Either way, if I beat them, it's like a huge, for lack of a better word, I don't know, but it's either way. I think it's going to be really fun.
Best of luck to you. Best of luck to your family. Give our regards to everyone within your circle. We can't wait to see you in the big leagues with Philadelphia, and we'll catch up soon.
Thanks, Pat. I appreciate it.
All right, Michael Mercado, one of my favorites from last year's 2023 Durham Bulls team.